Hello everybody, welcome to your live watch along of the Jamwinga 3 o'clock football score show. Let's hope for some 3 good results today in the league, whatever happens. Hopefully Chesterfield ain't playing today due to COVID in the camp of Maidenhead. Grimsby are not playing against Bournemouth due to structural damage at Bloomdale Park on the Grimsby Football Club. So the attention in the league reverts to Havant and Waterlooville and Hearts versus St Mirren in the Scottish Premiership. So apart from all that, there we go. We're going to do alright. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great games, I think. We're just sorting some stuff out while we are here, folks. So hopefully you guys do enjoy the stream. If you guys want to put anything in the chat, I'm happy to answer anything you guys put in front of me. I'm going to put a few of the scores on the doors. The main ones. So guys, put your question in the chat. I'm happy to answer anything you guys put in front of me. This is between Havant and Waterloo, and Slough Town. That, just to let you guys know, that's in the AF Trophy. That is in the AF Trophy. That's not in the league for them today. Just to give you a bit of heads up warning, then we got just getting some of the main scores up. So guys, put your question in the chat. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys put in front of me. Arsenal won 2-0 against Newcastle United. Fulham drew 1-1 away at Preston. Controversially drew 1-1 against I don't think they're not playing today. Sheffield United ain't playing today, so that's weird. That's an odd one. So I'm just adding a few scores on the doors. Just some of the main ones that we need to keep an eye on. Some of these are due to my mates' teams and everything like that. We're going to put on here because we need to keep an eye on it because of Chelsea. We'll be putting on a certain result on here for you guys to know what's going on. And hopefully they can go and do us a big, huge favour. So Bromley, who are you playing? So I'll do that because the only team in the National League we're going to be having a result from is Wrexham versus Bromley, because the nearest team to Chesterfield that are actually playing is actually Bromley today, because all the other matches have been called off around the grounds.
Among others, Van Dijk, Fabinho, Henderson, Andy Robertson's back, and Jota as well.
So,
Williams, the Ox, Minamino, and Tyler.
If you guys want to know, Pontecorio's game got called off due to a waterlogged itch.
From their defeat against Norwich, looks like they've gone to a back three. Lianco coming into the side, Roman Perro in as well, and Armando Brojas. Also 3 strikers playing there
Got AF Trophy action. We're going to try and get a couple of AF Trophy games on for you as well.
For Southampton, can you see them taking anything at Anfield, Chris?
No, probably not, but you never know what to expect from a Southampton team. I'm surprised he's gone with the back three. Now, listen, it may work, but I can't remember too many times since he's taken over at Southampton that Hasenhüttl has gone with the back three. Lianco coming into the back line, came on against Norwich last week, and they actually lost momentum when they went with a back three, so it'll be interesting how they set up. But they're a capable team on their day. But for Liverpool, they've responded well since the loss to West Ham, beating Arsenal 4-0, comfortable win in midweek. And if they want to win the league, the Premier League this season, they have to be winning.
And I'm going to pick another one because it's like a very...
Take a look at the team news from Selhurst Park as Crystal Palace take on Aston Villa, and Patrick Vieira makes 2 changes.
Fried versus Gateshead.
Michael Elise and James Tompkins come in for Jordan Ayew and Joachim Anderson. Anderson missing out altogether with an injury, and that being just Elise's second Premier League start.
Here we go.
Gerrard also makes 2 changes. Ashley Young and Leon Bailey are replacing Danny Ings and Emi Buendia, who both dropped to the bench. So just a second game in charge for Gerrard, Robbie. Couple of big calls there on the team news. Are you surprised by that?
No, he's made big calls when he's manager of Rangers. It's fitting really that, 2 Premier League legends, the best midfield player in the studio gets to do that game.
The only one.
Jules. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Gallagher's in fine form, isn't he, for Crystal Palace? But they're not very good for set pieces. 9 conceded this season from Patrick Vieira's side. Can Villa exploit that? But it's going to be a good game, Jules.
Good start, that, Rob.
Right, stand it.
Well read up during the week. Chris played midfield once or twice. Thought very well.
Well, in the Champions League as well. I don't think Rob ever did that.
Let's go on to Julie Lescott, who's watching the game between Norwich and Wolves. To the team news then. Just one change for Norwich. Josh Sargent comes in to the start.
Just trying to sort some stuff out, folks.
Who drops out, so there's your starting 11 with Sargent, Pukki, Rashica in the front 3. Billy Gilmore plays again. Dean Smith has come in and he's made sure that he's selected him in both of his games so far. Other side of it for Wolves, just the one alteration. Francisco Trincao comes into their front 3. Daniel Podence, who was superb last time out, is actually missing altogether with Leeds. He's got COVID, so he is out of the lineup. But your former club Wolves playing some great stuff against the Norwich side, trying to get 3 in a row now on the board.
Yeah, both teams, obviously confidence will be high. Hopefully Wolves win this from my point of view, but great performance last week against West Ham, who are also obviously pushing for 3 European places. But under Dean Smith, hopefully there's a new lease of life on Norwich players, and as I said earlier, an exciting game.
We'll see what happens. Stephen Craigan also with us today. He's watching the game at McDermott Park, where it's St Johnstone against Hibs. We'll come back to that. First of all, a look at what is on the fixture list in Scotland. 4 games taking place in the Premiership, including Dundee playing at home today, and they could do with some points. They're up against Motherwell, who won 2 games in a row. You've also got Hearts against St Mirren. Ross County, who had an excellent victory against Hibs during the week, they host Dundee United, and then the one that Stephen Craigan's watching. Back to that in a moment. Tomorrow, Livingston Rangers and Celtic v Aberdeen. I'll tell you what, we'll come back to Scotland in a moment. We said, could Southampton with the back 3 contain Liverpool? It's an awful start for them, Chris.
Goal for Liverpool!
Actually, the first 20 seconds won a corner, but
Goal for Liverpool!
Broken up the other end, and John had an opportunity before this, but this is a wonderful bit of interplay between Robertson and Mane. Mane slides the ball to Robertson, who makes a run on the inside. He finds Jota, 6-7 yards out, and he just guides the ball into the back of the...
Goal for Liverpool, 1-0 at Anfield to Liverpool.
In the Premier League, that front 3, when they get going, they are so hard to stop. I mean, you think Salah as well, 17 in his last 17 games. Their competitions, Chris, the same setting up to try and prevent them from scoring.
Yeah, I think it's
A
Liverpool.
long way back, isn't it? From 1 down there.
Liverpool have scored.
This season, I think, well, before this goal today, 55 goals in 19 games, which is a record for Liverpool, as you'd know, Darryl. I think joint with the 86, 87 season.
Hello!
Dalglish and Rush, remember them? So, but they, I mean, this is a brilliant start for them, and you know.
OBMB. Afternoon, how are you? I'm doing fine. Who do you support? I support having the Waterlooville Football Club, who are naturally south. My big main team is Chelsea, and my European team is Napoli, due to I just decided on my own accord. And the other one is I said Full Hearts because of family. My grandpa supports Hearts. Sheffield United because I got my uncle support. Got 2 uncles who support Sheffield United, but I follow them, and I follow Sheffield Wednesday because I got my cousin who is a Sheffield Wednesday fan. So
back from suspension. Boyle, who got a hat-trick at Hampden, is suspended.
So guys, put your question in the chat. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys put in front of me.
So good at the National Stadium, so poor in the Premiership of late.
Well, you know, 5 defeats on the bounce, and you've got a cup final coming up, and I think in 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks' time. You've got 6 games in that period, Darryl, so all the focus is on Jack Ross and his players to see if they can put some sort of...
They just need to try and play some good football and just put a game together.
If you lose another 2 or 3, 7 or 8 defeats in a row, Jack Ross could be out of the job.
Guys, put your question in the chat. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys put in front of me.
However, St Johnson's not an easy place to go to. It's windy in mid-July up there. You can imagine what it's like just now.
Woking are 1-0 up at home to Barnet in the National League.
Windy everywhere at the moment due to that storm, isn't it? And by the way, Julian Aronza is with us in the studio today as well. He's going to keep us across all the big stories in Europe. We'll be with you shortly, Jules, to tee up some of the games you're watching. But first of all, let's check out what's happening in the Football League this weekend. In the Championship at lunchtime, it finished a 1-1 draw between Preston North End and the leaders, Fulham. Ched Evans equalised for the hosts in the second half. Now that means that because Fulham have dropped points today, Bournemouth, who are kicking off just about now, can actually go top of the Championship today. They take on Coventry, but Bournemouth have won just 1 of their last...
So guys, put your question in the chat. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys put in front of me. Tell me what team you support, and I'll happily... Swansea 1, Reading 0. Jamie Patterson with the goal in the 3rd minute. It's 1-0 to Swansea. It finished Preston North End 1, Fulham 1 in the early kickoff.
Out of the bottom 3, they've won 3 games in a row and kept 3 clean sheets in a row as well.
I'm just going to let people know.
Millwall, Luton take on Cardiff. 2 of the bottom 3 go head-to-head with Peterborough taking on Barnsley. Stoke take on Blackburn. And Swansea have taken the early lead over Reading. They're 1-0 up through Jamie Patterson after 3 minutes. And that's just really tough for Reading to take because it's been a real tough time.
Just to let you guys know that that's the AF Trophy game. So you know it's not a league game, it's an AF Trophy. Southend have scored away at Altrincham. Reece Murphy after 60 seconds.
In the National League, Altrincham 0, Southend 1, another one we'll come back to in a moment, that's at Woking. But we're going to go to Jeff Brazier first of all, who's...
Reading have equalised! Reading have equalised!
Have not been defeated, Jeff, since the new ownership came to speak to them.
Reading have equalised.
Today, unfortunately, but listen, I've just about managed to get on the gantry, so if it looks like I'm in a cupboard, don't worry, I can see the game. Anyway, what we've got here is an unbelievable crowd again at the racecourse. 8,000-9,000 people coming in.
Dover are 1-0 up away to Yeovil Town.
In 2 months, they are unbeaten here at home. They've got a great record. They helped that with a win over Halifax midweek. That was a Paul Mullion injury.
Oh, Dortmund have equalised away at Wolfsburg, Emre Can.
Who are unbeaten on the road, which makes it rather interesting. Since August, that is. They were 11 games unbeaten, Andy Woodman's side, until they met Yeovil midweek, and they unfortunately lost that one, their first loss in a long time. You'd have to say, arguably, since the Hartlepool rumours around Andy Woodman, they've maybe not been as in form as they were beforehand. So they'll be looking for a return to better form today and to close the gap on the top of the 3 teams.
So far, it's not going that bad, guys. Put the teams that you like in the chat, the teams that you support. Tell me how you think their season's going. I like to hear from you guys. And it's also having a Waterlooville 0, Slough Town 0.
Records from games against teams that are above them or around them. So it's a chance really for one of those.
So it's gonna be, it's not gonna be an easy game. It's not gonna be a difficult game, but they're gonna try the best they can to try and get a very good result today. That's all they can ask for. I will keep you guys informed without having the Waterlooville again on against Slough Town.
Dortmund win that, they go top of the table ahead of Bayern Munich, who play later on. I want to go back to you, Jeff. I wanted to ask you about the feel-good factor at Stockport. Connor Jennings coming back during the week and scoring a goal. It was so good to see, wasn't it?
It's amazing to see, Darryl, because in March he'd only really just gone to Stockport. He'd only had 1 appearance under his belt, and then next thing he knows, he's complaining about a shoulder pain. They've sent him for a scan, done the responsible thing. He's been found to have chondroid sarcoma. There's a tumour. It needed to be got rid of. You can imagine that Connor at that point probably felt like, is my career done?
So guys, put your question in the chat. I'm happy to answer anything you guys put in front of me.
9 months later, obviously a successful operation, successful treatment, and you know, imagine how his mental health was and how he needed to stay around the squad and keep himself balanced and hopeful. Basically, he managed to do all of those things brilliantly. And as you say, Daryl, Tuesday night they're winning against Kings Lynn. Dave Challoner throws him on with 10 minutes to go. You know, that must have felt incredible. That's remarkable enough as it is. That's a real success. That's an achievement in its own. He comes on, he scores a goal, which just, you know, made it incredible for everyone. It got such a rapturous welcome at Edgeley Park, as you can imagine. You know, Wrexham is his old side, so it's you know, it's significant, I guess, that I'd be telling you all of this from this ground as well. He's loved everywhere he's played, basically. He's an incredible lad, and he's shown some real resilience and grit. So yeah, big credit to him on behalf of everyone from BT. Well done on that remarkable achievement, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Jeff, well said, excellent, and there he is just coming on during the week. And Robbie, obviously, it's a story, it's a player you know well.
Yeah,
something
fantastic. You know, him and his brother James, who was part of the coaching staff, also played for Stockport County. I think Mark Stock, the owner, the whole club are so delighted that Connor's come back. What he's been through, that young man in his life, you know. Remember, he was very unwell when he was at Tranmere and scored the winning goal of the player.
Here we go. Shitty
Shitty
arse Liverpool, 1-0 above the City second. Shitty arse Liverpool.
Family, you know, absolutely delighted. Wonderful lad, wonderful family. So, yeah, Jeff spoke really nice there.
Yeah, feel good story indeed. Back to the National League and to Sam Holt.
Boo! Scum. Scum.
No, I am currently in Woking at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Eastleigh,
Nah,
I think it was more the area than specifically the stadium.
Oh, fuck.
Quick trip on the M3.
Nearly scored as well. Nearly scored, we did.
So I was thinking, Woking Barnet, hopefully that sort of starts quite
Nah.
quietly, gives me time to settle in, know where I am. But just a few minutes into the game and it's 1-0 Woking. Joe McNerney's a great header. Woking win a throw in, the ball bounces around a little bit, and his huge frame uses his presence. He's sort of 10 or 12 yards.
Oh, he had a header, but it was offside.
Bottom corner. I thought someone took a nick on it, but he celebrated. He's definitely claiming it, so it sounds like it's his goal.
And and the person who did that is Havant's best player at the moment. He's the one who's scoring all the goals. Who's actually playing? That would be interesting to find out. Oh, so we're playing the same team that played in the league last time out.
Is that the Walks for us? And it's a massive game you're watching in relegation terms, isn't it, James?
So we should be scoring.
Absolutely right, Daryl. It is a bit of a relegation
battle,
even though we're early into the season. We're in November.
That is true. Yep, Grimsby are not playing today.
We've lost 7 in a row, won just 2 games all season. Both of those away from the
nope.
stadium.
Game got called off an hour before kickoff due to structural damage in the ground.
Lovely down here. The football side, though, the away side, all Shop Town have been struggling all season.
Cardiff City 1-0 against Luton Town. 1-0 Cardiff.
1-0 win against Torquay in midweek. But for the home side and Ian Culverhouse's side, the struggle is real right now. They've had a week to forget a 5-0 defeat.
So I got to do Chelsea. I got to do Chelsea versus Man United tomorrow, and then literally soon after that I got to quickly change everything, ready for Napoli Lazio.
For the fans who have braved the cold weather and the storm, they'll be hoping for a repeat of last season's 4-all thriller. Early stage.
I have faith. I have faith, but
it's 0-0.
Luton 0, Cardiff 1.
In the Europa League we are, but in the league we're playing.
Fourth of the season, Cardiff lost under Steve Morrison for the first time during the week since he's taken over, but ahead today. And just when we were listening to James there, Chris shouted goal at Anfield. We thought it was another one for Liverpool, but has this one been chopped off, Chris?
Yeah, it's from a
Arbroath are 1-0 up against Forfeit Athletic. 1-0 Arbroath.
To take it, it's a brilliant ball, and Mane. I mean, it's very, very tight. He scores with a brilliant header back.
Oh, this is gonna be fun to do because it's in the Scottish Cup. This is old Scottish Cup ties that I'm about to set them up. He's 1-0 up against a team called Banks OD.
Peter Walton, he's always so good. Just in the first look, what do you think, Pete?
Nah, because the only reason I know it's Cup because they got SC next to it, which is Scottish Cup. Oh, we knew I knew he scored. For God's sake. McCarthy, keep your header high, fella. Keep your header down. He's had 2 headers and missed them both.
Milivojevic flies into a tackle on Bailey here. I'm just going to watch it now. Yeah, it's feeling should be a yellow card. Just before that, though, Zaha with a great chance. Alicia on the right-hand side whips a ball.
I picked Wrexham. I picked Wrexham versus Bromley as being the team to put on there because they're the nearest team to Chesterfield that are actually playing.
And then he just pulls it just past the far post. But
so I went with that.
it was a yellow card, but it should have been.
Oh, did you hear about that story about a guy who ended up having shoulder problem, came on and scored? And he looked like his football career was it looked like his football career was over.
Down the years in Scotland.
Yeah, certainly. Let's just get a bit of reaction to the lunchtime
Morton.
game in the Premier League where Arsenal beat
Morton.
Newcastle by 2-0, meaning that Newcastle
Morton.
is still looking for their
They
first
called.
win of the
They used to be.
season. They've become
They used to be known as some
team
when
to fail to win in
I
any of their opening 13
when I was younger. They used to be known as some. They used to be known as Greenock Morton when I was younger. But then.
Newcastle fans reacting to the defeat. Dan McMahon said,
Oh, Bonnie Ring.
January is going to be too late for us.
Bonnie Ring Rose famously played Hearts in an FA Cup tie.
That after waiting for so long for a takeover, we now appear to be going.
Inverness Caledonian Thistle, their name is that long, they're making it smaller than everyone else. So 1-0 Inverness, 1-0 our Athletic, and Sampdoria have scored against Verona. How will help you, Giovanni Simeone shite?
But it's actually the players on the pitch that's the biggest problem. At best, we are mid-table championship.
It looks like it's a march on from. Oh, good save, Mannion. Well done.
Manchester City and Manchester United.
Mannion. Wow, Newcastle's next 6 games is Norwich, Burnley, Leicester, Liverpool, Man City, Man United.
He's hit the target. It's Matt Target.
Hey, I like that from Robbie Savage. He just did a pun. He said, "Oh, someone's on target. Scored by Matt Target." Woo! Under coming in.
And he smashes it into the far corner. So basically, it's 3v3. Not sure who's marking him. I think it's
because I absolutely love it because there's usually sometimes in it there's arguments between Robbie Savage and Chris Sutton all the time on it when they're on, and it makes it more funny because I want to see what they argue about this time.
Yeah, Tompkins got drawn to
no, but I just
and mistimed the header and then.
I just like in this one because it's a little bit easier for me.
Yeah, Tompkins will be disappointed with that.
I mean, if you can leave a player to take a touch inside.
Oh, 1-0 Cheltenham Town, and also.
That tells you how bad the defender is. That's dreadful.
And also on here they have stuff to do with European football as well, because they have someone here that keeps an eye on all the European scores as well.
Any press headlines? Well, yes. Listen, yeah, good point, Darryl.
Because they were sorting stuff out. What I was doing is I was wanting to add something new, so I added something new as in like, you see like, now you've got the YouTube badge and a number for how many people on that are watching your stream, so it lets me know about having to keep checking.
Feeling pretty sorry for themselves by the sounds of it.
So it's like a view account.
Yeah, I mean these were, set the fans the jubilation of the takeover. And talk of winning the Premier League.
So it's Aston Villa 1, Crystal Palace 0, Cheltenham Town 1, Bolton 0.
Norwich City and Burnley, they have to hang on in there until January. But the question is who are they going to sign? Who's going to want to go there? I don't know. It's not as simple as everybody.
Come on, Avent.
We're just going to bring players in. Mo Salah going close for Liverpool there, but. Who's going to want to
go PSG versus San.
Well, that's why those next 2 games are so vital, aren't they? Because they've got to stay in touch. Because after that,
I think so. Now I think Steve Bruce might get a little bit of credit.
Extra for Wednesday is Neil Miller, and I think Preston as well.
For keeping them up last year, they run the end of the season.
I don't even see when.
They have Premier League football under Steve Bruce. Listen, if Steve Bruce was still in charge this season,
I literally will say this. I don't think Sheffield Wednesday are winning today because they're playing Wickham.
Well, what do you think?
What do the people on social media think, Jules?
Well, actually, there is a fan.
They're mid-table. They always finish mid-table, or they fight relegation.
Against Newcastle, when it comes to penalties, she says we could have had 3 penalties. The last one was the most blatant and absolute.
Duncan Watmore 1-0 against Huddersfield.
She's referring to the Callum Wilson. The challenge on Callum Wilson in the box. She thinks it should have been.
I know, but the only difference with BT score that they do it quite late to let you know what's going on.
Yeah, if you're a Newcastle fan, you want a penalty kick, but actually the law is quite specific. You know, a shoulder barge is allowed when there is.
The only reason I like it
the ball's in play
is because if there's any incidents that happen, they've actually got an ex-referee on, so you know what happens
What did you think, Robbie?
with certain incidents, and I like that sort of thing. 'Cause it then
That's the first.
Julian, agreed?
Sutton are beating Barrow.
Not enough contact, was it?
Look, you can understand Newcastle fans are going to try and clutch at anything at this stage because it's just
Come on
not
now.
been the season that
Come
they
on now.
wanted. But under Eddie
Come on,
Howe,
Haven.
we've seen in the 2 games, Chris, have we seen any improvement?
Fuck off.
I haven't seen that either. I'm not sure Eddie Howe's style of play is suited to that group of players. I think people want attractive football, but
Freaking hate them. They like cheating. More like.
If you've got any thoughts on any of today's matches, hashtag BT Sportscore to join in the conversation on Twitter.
In League One, it's Bolton 0, Cheltenham Town 1, Alfie made
Yeah,
a
because
score there in the
no,
Championship.
because the last time they played us, it turned out that one of their players actually dived to get a penalty.
Looking for his first victory. Duncan Watmore after 16 minutes.
This is the same.
In League Two, Sutton United
This is the
1,
same.
Barrow
This is the
0,
same
also
player,
Scotland
and it's the
Serie
same
A.
team
Julian
that
Laurent
basically
hit
deliberately
the
got a
shootout
player
goal
sent,
for
got
Barrow
half a player sent off, by making it look like the keeper was rolling around thinking that our striker basically stamped on his head. And if he stamped on his head, he wouldn't have continued the rest of the game. And what did the keeper do? He continued the rest of the game. So it's a cheating git. Rolling around. Yeah. No, but you not like. No, but it won't be funny if, say, if an example, Lukaku goes in goes for a challenge on the keeper, and the keeper makes it look like he stamped on him to make it look worse, and then he gets the player deliberately gets him sent off for no reason when he's not even done it. That's what they did, and that's why we hate them, because they always seem against Avon to try and get their player sent off. Oh, it's 1-0 Fleetwood against AFC Wimbledon.
Following him, and if you're watching the game, by the way, all the players have a red mark on their cheek to raise awareness for violence against women. So during the Empoli-Fiorentina.
Excellent call.
Which club is he best suited to go to?
Callum Morton has scored.
He's a target man, but he's a great finisher as well. If your club needs that kind of striker, not the huge pace in him, but I think he's such a clinical finisher and so strong. He's 22 in January as well, so very young. I think for English football, perfectly suited. But I think a lot of clubs will probably be looking at him like Arsenal.
Okay.
2-0 to our 2-0 to our bro. 2-0 to our against Bonnyrigg Rose, and 1-0 Dundee against Motherwell.
His left foot, good first touch, but then the shot was tame. Looked like he hit the floor, to be honest. And then
The team.
yeah, well, slightly.
I hate that. I hate nearly everyone in football hates that club because they're vegan.
You must be absolutely delighted. Dean Smith, much
Most people,
every week he's shouting in the game.
no, people don't like him because when you go to the ground, they don't sell anything meat. No, it's weird how they're vegan, and most grounds you want to go there and you want to have an actual pie with steak or chicken. You want to have a steak or ale pie. You can't have that at theirs because they all go vegan.
So it's a bit of an open goal for Scotland in truth.
I'm expecting a win.
It's because of the.
I think you may just
Yeah, but the difference is the only reason they've done that is due to their owner. It's their owner that's made that decision. Originally they weren't before he owned them. He changed everything.
It'll be a great occasion, and if Scotland are smart and play to the abilities, I'm confident of a result.
Except he doesn't like own it. He also owns a business that's to do with vegans.
We couldn't give any of those three a run for their money. Di says delighted with the draw.
Oh, Forest Green go up and then they get relegated again, and it shows them right. Yeah, eating vegan gits.
The weakest other seeded team, short of being drawn with North Macedonia, we couldn't have asked for a better draw.
There you go.
Oh, here we go. Stirling Albion 1-0 up against Tennant Juniors. What a name.
Hey.
Come on.
We were at the Euros. Did that bypass you? No, we made that one. I know we get knocked out before you, but listen, could be a really tough game. I hope we get it in Cardiff. Right, partly only.
I know. No, it was just a no. It's just a. Yeah, it's just a lot of just when they came into the football league, it was just it caused a bit of a row. At that point, that a lot of people did still a lot of people didn't like him.
Better than that, Rob.
Yeah, he's better than that.
Yeah, it's just a lot of people at first were all saying it. They wouldn't like it and everything because they're saying it's not the norm for football. That's why.
He doesn't get a free pass.
The players will certainly test him this afternoon, but at the moment...
Hey! MK Dons 1 up against Morecambe. Have it up you. Here's JTRs. Tyson Fury because your team are losing. Hey!
And then he exaggerated a dive. That's simulation, Peter.
And Morecambe are shite.
No, it is simulation, Peter, I'm afraid, because he's thrown himself to the floor. He's trying to con the referee.
It was supposed to shit team in Morecambe.
No, it's called embellishment, not simulation. Simulation is when there's no contact, so just have a look at that, Chris.
That's a bit weird. I saw him when Morecambe went to play Chelsea and he was in the crowd because he was invited by Morecambe.
He dived, he tried to con the referee.
Okay, well, the referee's clearly given him the benefit of doubt and probably advised him of his future theatrics.
Come on, Pete, let's move on.
Yeah,
United
fair enough.
Sunderland won in League
That are
One.
going down the ship, man.
Goalkeeper, I believe, meet off after 15 minutes. Wimbledon 0, Fleetwood 1 came up. The Vinnie Brinter, that goal's been chopped off.
Oh, Hawkins has scored for Mansfield Shitty Yachters Town against Crawley Town.
Against non-league Bonnie Rose in the Premiership in Scotland. Dundee 1, Motherwell 0. Motherwell
And shove it up your arse, Mansfield Town, because you're going to get relegated.
Forest Green are ahead against Bristol Rovers. That's a 10th goal of the season, all competitions for Jamil Matt. And also in the Scottish Cup, Stirling Albion 1, Tranmere Juniors, another non-league team at 0, Dylan Macken.
What more scored to make it 2-0 to Middlesbrough?
Back to Anfield, chance for the Saints.
Big chance for Southampton. They're giving this a real go. They're pushing.
If you guys like the stream, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button to get to like, sub and subscribe if you are new.
In the left-hand channel into the box. Just checks Kanata a couple of times. Allison narrows the angle and Broja with the outside of his right foot.
Dumbarton are 1-0 up against Sochi. What weird name, juniors? It's like they like using juniors in Scotland, isn't it? And it's Wicket. And it's Wycombe Wanderers 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and Harrogate Town are 1 up against Swindon.
You just wonder, should they just have stuck with Chris and try to appease him in terms of transfers, because it's not worked. Jukanovic, that experiment.
No, Middlesbrough got a fantastic manager, proven, to take teams up from the championship. What he did with Sheffield United,
with a controversial goal, which Fulham say that should have never been given.
Fantastic.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, friend of the show. One manager.
Because it originally didn't hit Ched Evans' arm, but then before it went in, it hit his arm. But the referee just didn't see it because it was like a melee. So you expect to see it.
Expensive experiment, Jukanovic, when you think about it, Chris, given what's happened. You do wonder if it's a fallout with the board again as well over transfers, because I think that's why Chris Wilder in the end wanted to go.
Someone doing your head in.
Something's amiss, isn't it? I think Jukanovic won his last game in charge. They beat Reading.
Come on, Haven.
Yeah, he signed a 3-year deal.
Well done, Minion. What a good save.
He's taken Fulham to the Premier League, and all of a sudden he's gone a few months into a 3-year deal. So, maybe it looks like there's a fallout, and Heckingbottom back in. It's a strange one, but I think Sheffield United's aim this season is to go back in the Premier League, but I'm not so sure they are capable of doing that.
Stephen?
Yeah, I just find it strange that a club like Sheffield United don't look at, like say, League One, Paul Warren at Rotherham Down, Gareth Ainsworth at Wycombe, Ryan Lowe at Plymouth, guys who have done well in lower leagues and probably earned the right to get themselves a chance to step up.
Rafe Rovers 1-0 up away at Falkirk.
Sheffield United working with the elite players, trying to promote them forward. I just think there would have been other options out there. Without having to go to Paul Heckingbottom, there must be other young managers thinking, when's my chance going to come?
And Chris, you mentioned the game against Reading, the victory the other night.
There's a chance. I think he may be offside. Anyway.
Was he on, first of all? It's Broha into the team today.
Look, I've got to say, I think the linesman has
Bangor equalised at home to East Fife in the Scottish Cup.
I haven't seen the angle yet, but it did look like Broja was offside, but he missed anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Okay, and just on Sheffield United, you mentioned the Reading game the other night. John Fleck collapsed during that game. Glad to hear he's feeling much better, taken to hospital. So all our best wishes to John Fleck. And the same to Charlie White, who collapsed in training with Wigan this week. And really sad to hear about these stories. Charlie White's in hospital, recovering as well. So all our very best wishes go out to Charlie and his family. Okay, in League One, one of the biggest games there today, Sheffield.
Oh, did you hear about that happening midweek? John Fleck actually collapsed on the pitch for Sheffield United against Reading.
Swindon Town were third against Harrogate Town.
Which you don't like to see.
In the Scottish Cup, Falkirk Mill, Wraith Rovers won Ross Matthews after 27 minutes.
And then a guy called Charlie White, who ex-Sunderland, who collapsed in training for Wigan. Oh! Next Saturday, Chelsea versus West Ham is the early kick-off in the Premier League. Chelsea?
East London. London is blue. No.
Oh, it's a goal for Bolton. 1-1. Goal for Dundee United. Dundee 2-0. Yep. That's why I love the early rounds of the Scottish Cup, because you see the most interesting names. And one I'm happy that they're losing, because everybody hates Millwall, because all they do is want to trash the place everywhere they go. They don't care about anybody else but trashing stuff. Ooh, Sheffield United don't play till tomorrow, and that is against Bristol City. Oh. Barnet scored against Woking. (1-1) Cambridge United versus Sunderland, and it's Hull City 1, Millwall 0. Oh no, fuck off! It's a penalty. Paul Rooney has just been sent off having the water over and fucking give away a fucking penalty. Fucking Paul Rooney, it was shit. But the difference is, but the difference is we do have Cambridge United keeper Paul Minion in goal, so we actually have an experienced Football League keeper. Jordan Slew, who is ex-Sheffield United. He's ex-Sheffield United. He's played in the Football League. And he also, yeah. And he also, if you don't forget, it's also he played for Malden and Tiptree. Scored some goals in the FA Cup run. Oh, 2-0 Liverpool. Oh, so it means now that we've basically got to beat Man United now. They're making us having to beat Man United. Yep, so we're gonna have to go. Yep, so we're gonna have to go and beat Man United and beat them really comfortably to keep any hopes. Oh, it's 1-0 slot. Oh, it's fucking cruel. Fucking hate that on the guy looks like it's got 1-0 Slough and Paul Rooney sent off. Yeah, because they're the one team in the league, and my dad knows that the fan base is the one team that they don't like, because they always seem to play dodgy against them. I would I would love, and I can't wait to see the replay because I want to see if it was really a sending off offence. Because dodgy stuff in that league is dodgy. The referees in that league are dodgy. And that's... Scott Quigley's actually a good player. He basically mugged Bolton. And Bolton have never ever lost to a non-league team. It's been like a quarter of a century since they've lost to a non-league team.
Sam, thank you very much. In the Scottish
but I'm not going to be that disappointed because it's only half an hour in. There's still time.
I mentioned cup shock surprises. Stephen, do you remember any famous ones? Were you involved in any?
I wasn't, but the one that stands out was 21 years ago when Inverness Cali Thistle went to Celtic Park and beat Celtic by 3-1. Not having a go at Celtic, but based on the story, a friend of mine had saved up money to buy a house. He'd saved up like 15 grand, and Celtic were 1-10 or 1-11, so he thought he'd put all the money in Celtic and make himself an extra grand or two, and they lost 3-1. They lost his full deposit. It was absolutely devastating.
Inverness actually beat Celtic when Chris was there, but he's about to tell
Why would the team back it off? He's the fastest player on the pitch.
Well, I'll tell you another shock today, potentially. Stenhousemuir at home against Airdrie.
Well, Stenhousemuir.
Yeah, well,
that's a club that Chris is actually upset.
A good community club, Rob.
I tell you what, you can't beat these community clubs, you know.
Come on, boys. Keep pressing.
Amateur? No.
Edinburgh City against Lothian Thistle 1-0.
Come under scrutiny this week. An unprovoked attack from one of our pundits.
No.
Awful.
He's upset someone else. Can you believe it's a club this time?
No. Little bit of context.
What happened?
We're just talking about the Manchester United situation, and I mean, it's an embarrassment really that Manchester United are looking for an interim manager. They've got a caretaker in place, an interim manager.
Edinburgh City got a good relationship with Hearts because they're literally just down the road from them.
A player on trial, you have a trial period, and then give him the job.
What did you call him?
And that's a derby.
You called him amateur.
Oh, and that's a derby. That's a derby as well because Lothian Thistle is a part of Edinburgh. So that's a derby game, the Lothian Thistle versus Edinburgh City.
Incredible. Everybody united together.
Yeah, wow.
Amateur. In the Scottish Cup, by the way, Lothian Thistle
to the amateurs.
Oh, Cole Rangers have equalised. Come on, get us back in this game.
Maybe that's the one to watch. Put your money on today in the Scottish Cup third round. Did you pick one?
Banks OD, Darryl, who play at Spain Park? Spain Park at Aberdeen.
Phenomenal knowledge.
Yeah.
3 teams in Aberdeen.
So it's...
Hopefully one of them have just scored.
Yeah, but disappointed for Banks OD. I think they're losing.
They're behind. That was your pick as well.
I think these guys were the first Scottish team to win 3 League Cups, but I don't know whether you knew that, Darryl, but they're behind.
Oh! They've now having to put the reasons for why he got sent off was basically he made a mistake and decided, oh, I'm going to go and sort out my own mistakes by taking out the bugger. One. Yeah, he says here, a poor back pass by Rooney led to Crew pick up the ball in the box and was taken down. So basically,
back to Anfield, Chris, what's happened?
Oh, Jota nearly has his hat-trick. I mean, Liverpool are playing some stuff. Andy Robertson is causing all sorts of problems down the left-hand side. Mane's positioning is brilliant because he's positioning himself Bednarek and Livramento.
So if we do lose, that player's good.
Lots of space. Clever cushion header.
So
Jordan Henderson from
it will be now if
from Mane, Jota takes a touch.
yeah, if we do win this game, if we do lose this game, that guy will be getting his head strong because he will be having the wrath of the fans. Southend are winning 2-0. What?
Simon Grayson sacked this week. Fleetwood have decided to move on. They're in trouble in the relegation zone in League One, but ahead today. Back to the National League and to Jeff Brazier.
Oh, 3-0 shitty arse Liverpool. We've now got to go and smash Liverpool. We've got to go and smash Man United for all it's worth now.
Rather like Carl Storer last weekend, just rolling over the ball, and again.
Please do not be who I think it is.
The recipient of the bad tackle had to go off as a result. So down to 10 men, they've been quite resilient, but
fuck off with you! Having a losing, and how should he pull fucking ass forward? He can go and do one. He can do one. Let me come down there, shove Paul Mullen on the floor and say that's having that. You have that gun.
Otherwise, he probably would have got there. Clip the underside of the post or just at the.
Thank God! Thank God! Please don't say he had an assist. I don't need to have an assist either. I don't need to achieve anything at Wrexham. I don't like him.
Won, it's Plymouth 0. Wigan 1. Plymouth lost their last couple of games. That's a big game in that league today. Stenhousemuir behind. Chris, what were you saying? Stenhousemuir 0, Airdrie 1. You're in Jonah.
Bloody hell.
At your game, you're watching.
Oh, the photo that I saw that they put on Twitter was one to do with a part of the pitch that was actually waterlogged.
And it's the Scottish international Che Adams with a really poor header. So it's actually a long
Yeah,
way
because
from
yeah,
Mo Salah. Che Adams is deep inside his box.
it's not gonna do him that much. Even if they got games and that, it's not gonna do him. It's not gonna do him any good because they're that far behind most teams.
I think it comes off Lianco and goes into the roof of the net. The Saints are getting spanked.
They are. See, that's what happens though. You know when like the
For a month.
picks his game of the day,
For a month.
That's
For a month loan.
So hold on, you're picking your own games.
Oh, that's what you do with your number one. Oh, I can't
If you,
Incredible, though. 38 goals
Jeez.
Liverpool have scored already this season, Chris.
Oh, it's nearly 39.
Nearly 39. Who was it that time?
It's, great work.
oh, haven't New Year equalised.
Alexander Arnold. I'm pleased Alexander Arnold isn't in my fantasy team.
Haven't New Year equalised.
Someone out here, Jota in the middle again, but it's,
You need to get the ball to Tommy Wright. That guy's a legend.
They've got to shut up shop. I mean, this could be embarrassing. This could be anything.
Only Bayern Munich has scored more goals so far this season, Julian. I mean, they're on fire as well. Who do you think is actually the favourite to go on and win the Champions League from what we've seen this week as well?
I think it's very hard to separate the three main English clubs in City, Liverpool and Chelsea. I think they all have pros and cons.
Yeah, but if you want to say who the favourites for the league are, you would say Chelsea, because
very impressive. Even if
would Liverpool play Juventus, and would have Liverpool scored 4 past Juventus? No.
Bayern Munich really for the rest of Europe can be in the same conversation as those three.
Giving up on PSG already.
Well, if you ask me then,
You've given up on Poch.
well, once the real Poch and not his twin brother comes in at the club and start working, then I'll be far more optimistic.
Well, a lot of people are saying that it's the English clubs that are looking like the best so far. So we've done a poll for you on BT Sports Score on which...
Oh, Sampdoria are beating Hellas Verona. Have that. Have that Simeone shite.
Of the poll think Liverpool. Up next is Chelsea with 23%. But after that, Manchester United with 21% of the result. And Man City actually bottom of that with 12%.
Wow.
Does that surprise you?
Why do people not like us? There's something wrong with Chelsea that everyone just doesn't like us.
Julian was at the, you were here in the studio, weren't you, for the Man City? They were
It's just so weird. It's so weird. If
Better against better teams, obviously, as well. And you can
BT Sport put out a poll to see who they think will win the league, and literally nearly about 80% went for Liverpool.
Chelsea look like the most complete team in my opinion, but all of the English teams should be getting to the last stages, definitely.
Can you believe that most fans are all going for saying that Liverpool are going to win the league when Liverpool are not going to be top of the league? We're still going to be top.
Only 8 goals in their 13 games so far. Not surprised it's a centre half that scored because they haven't got a centre forward who can score. But it's a corner from the left-hand side. It's knocked back to Ali Crawford, who's on loan from Bolton. He puts it back in for a second time. And it's Liam Gordon, the captain, I've got to say, Matt Macy and Ryan Porteous, the centre half from Hibs, make an absolute hash of it.
Come on, let's see what else there is. It's now 2-0. MK Dons against Morecambe and Scunthorpe 1-0 up against Bradford.
Just hearing the game between Sheffield Wednesday and Wickham has been delayed. There's a medical emergency.
Oh.
in the stands.
Oh no, not again. Not again. Oh, this needs to stop in football, but I know it's all concerning, but it's becoming a common theme. Oh no.
Need points big time. Keith Hill in charge now looking for his
No.
first win.
You can't laugh at this. It's quite serious.
Ahead against Bradford, Aaron Jarvis after 39 minutes. Another goal in
The game between Sheffield Wednesday and Wickham has been postponed for the moment because of a medical emergency in the stands.
Coming into Man United and how good a manager we're going to get. Oh, we'll come back to Ryan in a second. Huge chance at Carrow Road, Joey.
Oh my God, yeah.
And it's becoming and for one thing, it's becoming too much a common theme in grounds. Because one of these days, someone's going to do it and someone's going to die right at a football match. I just have that feeling it's going to happen once, and that's going to happen. We've had it it's happened like 4 times this season in 4 different leagues, which is a worrying sign. If it's going to happen in the English game a lot, then they need to have stuff like defibrillators and stuff in grounds, just they could be literally on it in a flash.
the
That'll
short
be
term
it.
of it is a bit strange because
But I
he's
do.
more
But
of a
fingers
defender, he's one of the
crossed, and
greatest thinkers really in the game.
it,
For the last 25
hopefully
years.
it
He's inspired and
doesn't go
influenced
bad,
so many
and then
of the
it
top
turns out
managers
good
that
in
we
the end,
see
and the
now,
person's still
like
alive.
Jurgen Klopp, like Thomas Tuchel,
Fingers
like
crossed.
Like
Because we all want
even
to all pray.
beyond Germany.
If you don't like it,
But he's someone
but
who,
it's,
who builds, has
we
a
might get some
long-term
more
plan,
news from.
even if
They'll
recently
be
he hasn't
announcing
stayed
it
for
or something
too
on
many
here.
weeks, but certainly that's the ideas that he
But I
has.
hate seeing something like
The way
that.
I see it is
Ah,
he's
nearly
amazing.
scored again.
And then
How I
the
haven't having so many
with
chances.
someone who shares similar ideas and philosophy to him, whether that's Eric Ten Hag or more likely, I think, Mauricio Pochettino. Because they've
No,
got
from what
similarities, like the high
from
press,
what
aggressive
they've been
press, all of
told, because
that.
they get all
So you can
news
see
feeds
why
from all different grounds.
Rangnick arrives, builds the foundation, and then whoever comes next starts building on the foundation.
I know how it feels because I've been at a couple of Sheffield games when I lived up there. When one of them, they had it done a couple of. It happened about twice when I was watched Sheffield for about 5 years. It happened twice, but and one time they had to bring the air ambulance onto the pitch.
Manchester United hire a guy for substance rather than for hype. Sarah says hiring him is one of the smartest moves this club has done.
Northampton are 1-0 up again. Leighton Orient.
The ability to transform our club, not only on the pitch but off it as well. Scott Patterson adds to that, saying the groundwork that Rangnick does could be perfect for either Ten Hag or Pochettino, as you just said, to build on. I'm not ready to believe we're behaving like a well-run club yet, though. And Danny says Ralph is obsessed with something that we've long lacked.
Oh, Plymouth have equalised. Plymouth have equalised. 1-1.
Exaggeratedly insistent that every team must have a recognisable game system. In his words, seen from the move. I think one of the criticisms of Ralph Rangnick so far, though, Jules, is the fact that he hasn't won any trophies. So, is that?
Which is true, but at least he will have an idea, a philosophy, a direction to take this team forward, and the whole club. I think forward, the structure that at times that team has lacked will be there with him, more discipline, certainly defensively. He's got all those principles of play which we can talk about before and then see how long it will take him to implement them.
Here we go.
We were joking earlier from
Dortmund have scored, and it is Daniel Malen.
Plus the press.
Bournemouth.
Really aggressive.
Bournemouth have just scored.
It's more how long it will take him to implement that to the squad.
Liverpool nearly made it 4-0, Chris.
Oh, it's a Southampton corner, and Liverpool devastating, clear the corner, and all of a sudden it's Mo Salah, Jota and Mane against one defender. Salah drives to the left-hand side of the box. It's an easy pass to Jota, or it should have been an easy pass. Salah overweights it and goes behind. Big opportunity.
Yep, Liverpool are only doing good because they got 3 good players up front. If they didn't have them 3 up front, Liverpool would be a shit team.
He drives in from the right-hand side, plays a 1-2 drop. You
don't see Chelsea complaining about our strikers not scoring because we actually share it around the team. When Liverpool, all their goals just come from 3 players, which makes them just a striker club.
They both leave it and it bounces across the 6-yard box. Just going to say it's a little deflection. Tompkins leaves it. Ward just then gets a toe to it. You know, Watkins didn't react on the back post. It would have been a tapping. The keeper and Tompkins just left it. Good job, Joe Ward was there.
Was it Watkins down a minute ago as well?
He was appealing for a corner actually. Just going to see the replay now. It wasn't a penalty. Correct decision from the referee.
Embellishment that time?
maybe challenge anyway. Bournemouth ahead against Coventry. James Anthony, the youngster with his 4th.
Oh, Millwall have equalised that whole 1-1.
It was Preston 1, Fulham 1. Just here in the game at Hillsborough, by the way, has resumed now. 10-minute delay there, but they're back up and running there. And in the Championship, Hull City 1, Millwall 1 now. Tom Bradshaw, hard nut to crack. Millwall this season lost just 1 of their last 15 games. Some of the half times are coming through as well.
Red card that game.
What's happened, Stephen?
St Johnson, Craig Bryson, who played at Derby County for a few years. He's a heavy touch in the middle of the pitch. And the first thing players want to do is when they have a heavy touch, they go chasing it, and more often than not, they lunge. He lunges forward to try and get the ball, and he just can't.
Dawkins.
Joe Newell on the top of his foot.
Dawkins got one of the best managers.
Second yellow.
Dawkins got one of the best managers in the league because he's the one that keeps yelling at the refs and everything for 90 minutes. Now you can hear with him.
But I think it's because he lifts his foot so high. He goes with the studs.
He does win the ball, Peter.
Look at that. Come on, do something. Oh, Kilmarnock have scored against Queen's Park. 1-0. Salford City are 1-0 up against Oldham, and Chesterfield play Salford next time out. We better beat Salford. Chesterfield better beat Salford, and that's live. That game is, so I'll be looking forward to that.
His foot's not high there. His foot's not high.
First yellow was debatable as well. Gary Boyer's men are ahead. Salford City 1, Oldham 0.
Ripping the team who are top of the National League with the most goals scored in the league. So you'd think we would win, but you never know what can happen in football.
Playing with the back three against Liverpool, he was brave.
And 3 strikers as well, remember, Chris, if you want to call it that in terms of personnel.
Yeah, and they've just been picked apart.
I don't know, it's just...
An easy tapping for the second one. I mean, this
because you get more. I think you get more money for winning it, and also it's you then going into like the professional leagues more or less, where we should basically be.
He's been waiting months for that, Robin. Months. Half-time at your game as well.
Empoli are 1-0 up, a 1-1 against Fiorentina, and at half time it is Havant 0, Slough 1. Then they're not shy. We are 6th in the league for a reason.
Doing research in how many Palace concede from set pieces. They've conceded now. That's their 10th all this season in the Premier League.
We're in the top of the league.
As Julian said, poor defence from Tompkins.
No, I'm saying we're in the top half of the league because we're 6th in the league.
The 6-yard box and hits it across the goalkeeper. 1-0 Villa.
Palace undefeated at home all season, undefeated in 7, but behind at the break.
I know.
Also half-time there, 0-0, Julie.
Yeah, 0-0. Very tame game.
Yeah, actually 7th. We're 7th in the league, and we're literally they're literally 5 points up at the top with a game in hand.
Control the tempo, but no real chances barring the one that.
And our game in hand's on Wednesday against Dulwich Hamlet, who are 5th, so it's not going to be any easier.
So both teams will be relatively happy.
Oh, it's Bolton 1, Cheltenham 2.
Down to 10, Stephen.
Yeah, this was no surprise that the only
Wow, Havant have scored 21 goals this season and conceded 13. And that's in the league.
Hit the post from a set play, but now that St Johnson has got them in, the onus will be on Hibs to go chasing it in the second half.
Okay, also a goal in Serie A. The game you're watching, Julie and Empoli have equalised.
Let's see.
Derby, Bandinelli on a free kick, poorly defended, and now they've got a chance for a second. Let's go to second. 2 goals in the space.
Oh, it's 2-1 Empoli.
The young under-21 international, Italian international, was
Fiorentina look like they've just collapsed.
The winning goal with just a minute to go. Fiorentina had their game under control after the Vlahovic goal, and now it's 2-2 for them. It's pretty remarkable how Empoli have turned that around.
So I've got a home game on the Wednesday and then a home game on the Saturday. So we better win both.
Yeah, it will be. I mean, Empoli they were 12th in the table before this game. A bit up and down this season, but Fiorentina certainly on paper the better side. Is poor defending again. I mean, Milenkovic was back for the game after missing the win against AC Milan on suspension. But Pinamonti takes it well. He's such a promising youngster. And it's 2-1 for Empoli. Crazy for
Okay, and just before half-time, it's now Bolton 1, Cheltenham Town 2. Alfie May has scored again. We'll take a break, then we'll confirm all the half-times in a few minutes.
So it's all half-times in the football. All half-time now.
You don't want to push forward, are you?
What?
Won't be long, folks. I'll be back in about 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I am now. Going Wednesday. Woohoo! Come on. 1-1. Get in there. I laughed at him because it's because it's an unusual name. There we go, 1-1. Very long delay. It was 10 minutes.
With a first half race to put Middlesbrough 2-0 up at Huddersfield. It's 1-1 between
Jeez,
Hull and
Swansea, you were winning and now you're losing.
In 4 matches, Cardiff are leading Luton by a goal to nil. It's goalless between Peterborough and Barnsley in that big game at the bottom. Stoke 0, Blackburn 0 at half time, and Reading are leading Swansea by 2 goals to 1.
Wow, it is Greuther 3, Hoffenheim 5.
Sacks their manager Simon Grayson this week after 5 defeats in a row. So caretaker manager Stephen Craney doing well so far, 1-0 up there. Cheltenham Town are leading Bolton by 2 goals to 1. It's goalless between
Right on half time that goal came for Wednesday. Lucky.
Over Cambridge. It's the first league meeting between those two clubs in almost 29 years. Goalless at the break between Gillingham and Portsmouth. MK Dons are leading Morecambe by 2 goals to 0. Rotherham came into the weekend as the leaders, but they're goalless at half-time with Oxford United. 1-1 between Plymouth and Wigan, who are both right up there in League
Wigan.
Still playing at Sheffield Wednesday due to that medical emergency, but it's 1-1 there. Sheffield Wednesday have just equalised against Wycombe. And it's goalless between Shrewsbury and Charlton at half-time, and also still playing between Lincoln and Accrington. They kicked off at 3:15 due to Accrington arriving late. Plenty of problems on the roads today with Storm Arwen. In League 2, goalless at half-time between Carlisle and Walsall. Mansfield leading Crawley by a goal to 0.
Come on, Avon, you better do better in the second half.
Rovers. Northampton are leading Leyton Orient by a goal to 0, and Orient are unbeaten in 11 matches. Port Vale are 1-0 up against Hartlepool. Goalless between Rochdale and Exeter City. Salford City 1-0 up against Oldham. Scunthorpe leading Bradford by a goal to 0. Sutton United also in front at the break. Harrogate Town 1-0 up at Swindon. In the Scottish Premiership, Dundee are leading Motherwell.
Come with Hearts and 0-0 against St Mirren. Shot.
County and St Johnstone lead Hibs by a goal to 0. And finally, taking through some of the scores in the National League then, where Southend are leading Altrincham by 2 goals
That's
to
a
0.
shock.
It's goalless between Kings Lynn and Aldershot Town. Halifax leading Torquay United by 1 goal to 0. Stockport County are 1.
Nah, if Yeovil Town, if you lose to Dover Athletic, you'd be the most embarrassing defeat of the weekend.
Are due to the weather at Eastleigh and Grimsby, but Maidenhead United is postponed due to COVID in the Maidenhead camp. Right, let's get to our late game because lots more live football to come on BT Sport later. You can see Matt Smith and the team at
The one that's the most shocked one would be that Yeovil Town versus Dover, because Dover is still on minus points.
It's a bit sharp, it must be said. It must be said. Talking of sharp, I've got Scott Doe with me, 7 years a Dagenham player, Dagenham out Notts County this afternoon, but even 7 years.
You wouldn't expect to see that at half-time Dover winning.
Next to me, Aaron McLean, who every week takes us a little bit further down his.
That's going to be some game to watch tonight, Notts County versus Dagenham Redbridge.
We're only in November.
Well, Christmas is coming, so
clearly
make an effort.
That should be a decent game to watch.
Magnificent attire, sir. Two teams, would you say, in these two that still harbour genuine promotion hopes?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
most definitely. I think Dagenham are very much a team that they're just still trying to find that consistency. You know, they're scoring a lot of goals, but you know, probably losing games that they feel that they shouldn't.
Come on, Avon, let's get it going in the second half.
And yes, the last couple of games it hasn't gone quite their way, but they're definitely.
Might have to bring some subs on, try and make a difference.
Following, heard about the record attendance, but Dagenham maybe haven't got the depth, the resources of one or two clearly big name teams in this division, but when they click, Scott.
Yeah, exactly that. You know, when Dagenham are firing, they're firing. Obviously, hopefully today they get some goals, but they'll be looking to bounce back.
Who's on the bench for us today? Greenwood's come on, you got Reed, so you got Collins, you bring Jamie Collins on, bring on the absolute unit. We got Bailey.
Yeah, they'll be allowed in. Those that are brave enough to come today, and there will be thousands of them, I'm sure. A good game in prospect here. Then all the highlights, obviously, later in the evening on BT Sport. We've got the National League covered, the length and breadth, and we will do our best with Mr. McLean's clothing. It's great, really, honestly.
I actually think that's a conservative day for old Aaron there.
Mönchengladbach have equalised against Cologne, 1-1.
1-1 at half time. Currently second in the league. Skelmersdale are top.
Oh wow,
yeah.
they're slipping.
Yeah,
they're
winning 4-0 at half time as well, so they could be 3 points.
Just focus on your own team, Robert. Early on in the season,
give credit.
Don't look at.
Yeah.
You know, when we won the league at Blackburn,
You know that Robbie Savage isn't happy because the team that he actually partly owns are not top of their league.
Look after the community. So listen,
He's a part owner of Macclesfield FC, and they're literally second in the league to a team called Skelmersdale. If you've ever heard of them.
To our manager to break them down.
And as you told me, Rob, after the documentary, you've won over the nation's hearts.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, most popular man in grassroots.
Right, Premier League games about to get restarted again.
Hey, you Mansfield gits! Saying the people in Chesterfield are a bunch. I can't say the word on stream because it's not a word to say. Motherfucker hating because of it. So it serves you right, you bunch of dickheads. Go on. Oh, yes, they put an advert out for Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul fight. I love this ad.
Jake Paul, I'll have to change his name.
Oh, Jake Paul, oh, you want to be a smart ass. He said,
matchup, and we're just gonna see who has that dog.
I can't believe it. Tommy Fury said, I'll lay you out in 30 seconds, you bitch. That's Tommy Fury for you.
This night, just us two. Well, it reminded me.
But then Jake Paul just basically went back and said, basically, I don't need my big brother to do my dirty work for me.
This is a moment.
Basically, you do, because Logan saved you from getting banged out a few times after a fight.
Find your moments that matter with P&O Cruises.
So that's basically bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, but Southampton ain't going to score 3 goals at Anfield to get a draw. I think they would have if they had like players like Ricky Lambert and they had like that Billy Sharp team that were literally. Yeah, if they had the team that were very decent, then I think they would be able to. But it shows that they can do that. Liverpool can only do well against the weaker teams in the league, but not against the big boys like us. They couldn't even beat us with 10 men. Albion Rovers are 1-0 up against Air United. And it's 2-1 Cologne against Mönchengladbach. And Halifax are 2-0 up against Torquay United. Go on, haven't. God, I always have faith, but it only takes one chance and you get back in the game. Yeah, because it's like a thing. It's like with any team, if you're losing but you're only 1-0, it only takes one chance and you could be back in the game. You never know what can happen. Football's a weird game. Anything can happen. They could go 2-0 up and then suddenly we could score 1 goal and we could get back in there 2-1. You don't know. Oh, it's 1-1 between Falkirk and Raith Rovers. Dundee United 1-0 up against Ross County. Now it's 3-1. Cologne against Mönchengladbach. Duda has just scored.
From the right hand side, stands it up to the back post.
Jesus! No, Dundee are now winning 3-0 against Motherwell.
Right past Crawley in goal, but again, Wolves on a counter attack and decent chance.
Ross County 0, Dundee United 1 in Scotland. Louis Apre after 49 minutes. And it's bad news for Rob, bad news to report. We just said 1-0 at half time. What's happened?
Northwich Victoria got 2-1 up first minute of the second half. Yeah, but listen.
Back here. It's a long way to go, Rob. Long way to go in the Scottish Cup. Gala Theory 0.
I know you want about Arminia Bielefeld. Hopefully that'll be an interesting game.
At half time, 3-0 down. Early doors against Liverpool. They had to do something. They've gone to the back 4 now, Chris.
It looks that way. I mean, Ralph.
Come on, Haven. At least start the game strong and make me feel like confident.
Extremely bold, got it wrong, and now he's just, I'm not going to say he's shutting up shop, but he's gone for the formation, which I think these players are more used to, but there's no way back for Southampton.
You can understand the fans' frustration at that, Chris. Christian McKee says, what a game to start experimenting with the formation and starting 3 strikers. We're totally being dominated in midfield. Our centre-halves haven't got a clue what they're doing and who they should be marking. Ad said, Ralph, this one is on you. It hasn't worked from the start and you haven't changed. He obviously wrote this before half-time. Absolutely awful management. Simon Paul has taken things to the extreme with this and says, irrespective of the final score, I think it's time to remove Ralph. Tactically, he's been left wanting this year. We have a great squad, but we're let down by him. They took a while to get going this year, didn't they, Chris? But then eventually they did. What have you made of them overall this season?
I think their performances have been pretty decent on the main. They haven't been this afternoon. I think Ralph has been brave but stupid, really. They've been, absolutely battered by Liverpool, but he's gone toe to toe with them. But I mean, are we really going to talk about getting rid of Ralph now? Come on.
They've lost 1 in 5.
My game's entertaining.
Simon Paul.
Come on, Simon. Come on. That's poor from Simon.
Okay.
Oh, you must be shy.
Very good save.
You must be dire if Virgil has scored.
It's gone in. It's definitely 4 now.
Yes, got in the net, Darryl. That's what happened.
Yeah, shocker, Chris. Keep watching your own game.
Southampton having a shocker. They're absolutely getting battered.
Alex McCarthy in goal again after the mistakes last week.
Yep, it sounds like Liverpool can only go and beat teams in the Premier League, but we can go and beat literally one of the bigger teams in Europe 4-0. So it shows we are better because we can beat Juventus 4-0.
I'm not so sure
It's like we showed that they can always.
He doesn't see it.
Yeah.
Or he sees it too late.
Wow.
And,
That's an entertaining game.
A foot on it, but it goes, and it's the power of Van Dijk coming. But the fact that ball has travelled.
Yeah. And it's my guy. It's.
Do you not think this would be the game to put him in?
Well, probably.
What?
Forster sitting on the bench, and they thinking, thank God he didn't put me in this afternoon. I suspect. Good point.
And you know who else has scored for Offenheim? Is it Bebo or Bebao? The guy I had yesterday. Who plays? Yeah, Bebo. Bebo scored twice in that game. Burak Yilmaz has just scored for Lille.
This could be anything now. I mean, Liverpool are on fire.
Burak Yilmaz has just scored for Lille.
49 minutes in the form of QPR man. Dundee 3, Motherwell.
Against Nantes.
Stephen, given the fact Motherwell have won their last.
Danny's ring driver.
Big chance of your game as well.
You have to be even worse when you let Van Dijk score.
Johnson down the turn, and Chris Cadden's had a shot from the edge of the box. It's smashed off the crossbar. Jamie Gowan hit the post in the first half. Cadden crossbar in the second half. So
Wait! You're not scoring another goal, crew. And a goal for Erling Haaland. It's 3-1 Dortmund against Wolfsburg.
Matches into the playoff places if it stays the same. And what a game there at the Swansea.com Stadium. Swansea 2, Reading 3.
Yeah, and Slough nearly scored. The same player that scored loved the keeper, but it went over the goal. Have that. No, it went. No, they missed the love. It went over.
For Borussia Dortmund just off the bench, and he scored with 10 minutes to go. Wolfsburg 1, Dortmund 3. Dortmund will go top ahead of Bayern Munich's game, which is later on. And also in France, Julien Laurent is watching the match. The champions from last season, Lille 1.
Oh, VfL Bochum are beating Freiburg. Oh, 2-1.
Great result in the Champions League, though.
That's the paradox. They're better in the Champions League with the top of the group with Sevilla, Wolfsburg.
And it's 2-1 Hull against Millwall. 1 Hull against Millwall.
This is a big game for them. And for Yilmaz as well, who's struggled compared to last season.
And it's 1-1 Wimbledon versus Fleetwood. And it's 2-1 to Airdrie against Stenhouse Muir.
I gave him a lot of goals, trust me.
Jules, what about the story with Dortmund this season? Because they're going well in the league.
Scott
but
McGill.
Champions League now. They're going to be playing in the Europa League. What do you think?
Yeah.
For the future? Haaland and Jude Bellingham.
Well, financially, they were hit quite hard by the pandemic, like everybody else, but maybe even more than because of the stadium that they have and the fans. They're scared now that some of.
Yeah, that's why I've got it. I got Sky Sport. I got Sky Sports Score Centre on the computer.
You know that Erling Haaland could be leaving in the summer. There's that release clause, of course. Jude Bellingham, maybe not so much, but for them to.
No.
They need money, and that would be a problem.
Hull City 2, Millwall 1 now. Ryan Longman has scored after 53 minutes. Hull City 1-3.
Slough nearly scored again.
Good one, and Chris, you've done it again. Stenhouse Muir 0, Airdrie 2 now in the Scottish Cup.
Oh, Slough nearly scored again.
Robbie, what's happening in your game?
Yeah, Crystal Palace. I think the referee should have played an advantage. You know, I think Peter was saying it's his first game in the Premier League. He's shown a yellow card now, so Zaha was absolutely clattered, and then the ball breaks to Gallagher on the edge of the box.
Air United 1. Albion Rovers 1.
The whistle. I think if he did just wait and on Peter thing, the advantage was there.
You don't get free pass in the Premier League when you're ref in your first game, do you, Peter?
No, unfortunately you don't there, and when he looks back on that, he'll be disappointed. He didn't in fact play the advantage, but I think he wants to keep a tight control of the game, so he's not letting too much go this afternoon.
Okay, Air United 1, Albion Rovers 1.
Civil Service Troll.
Who's actually on top?
Civil Service Troll was one name.
Aston Villa is a hard one opportunity which he pulled past the post. Other than that with Aston Villa, it's been an okay start to the second half for Crystal Palace. You know, they got a free kick now.
One.
Zaha, Milivojevic. Oh, just tried to slide it down the side of the wall, straight into the defender, and Villa going to counter-attack. Ollie Watkins. Oh, is that a foul?
Jesus.
Is it a foul?
Have they given a foul overall? Sliding tackle by
Milivojevic.
Milivojevic.
Give a foul, is it? It's going to be.
Can't be a red.
It's good.
Has he
All
been
the
booked,
players.
Robbie?
Here we go. It's going off.
Listen, the referee.
Yeah,
Ollie Watkins,
you might be happy to know that Lukaku might actually be starting on Sunday.
he's outside the box, but is it going to be a clear goal scoring opportunity?
No.
No?
Mitchell was goal side, wasn't it?
Covering defender, perhaps.
Yeah, there is a defender, so it's going to be a yellow card.
Reckless tackle.
Yeah, Milivojevic on Ollie Watkins.
The referee's taking his time, yeah. There was a current defender.
This is going to be part of Steven Gerrard's problem, to try and get Ings, Watkins playing their best football together, Rob, but Watkins down at the moment. Whatever happens, they're in a very dangerous area.
They are. Just waiting to see that it's on the replay now. It's a definite foul, no question about it. It's central in the D.
No chance. Just diving.
Chris is going mad. He's looking for a penalty for Norwich. Julian's having none of it.
No, that wasn't a foul, to be fair. He was looking for it. He just nicked it past Semedo, which is obviously a good bit of skill, but I think he recognised he wasn't.
Yeah, Oaking. Yeah. Oaking let it tell, but they've actually I watched one of their games. It was like live on BBC. One game, and they beat Air United, so they have experience of beating a big team. And these are like,
Bailey and Young, left footer and a right footer.
yeah, they're in non-league. This team's like they're like the bigger team in non-league. These are quite a big team. And Hamilton shouldn't be losing to these.
Top of the crossbar, over the wall, dipping. Great angle here. Keepers.
Yep.
The two coming into the team today.
Yeah, and Hibs are on a 5-game losing streak. That shows how bad Hibs are at the moment. They can't seem to win a game at all.
Loving what they've seen. Chris Island says, I've definitely seen a change in style and play in what we've seen so far under Gerrard. Looking
Go on, Aaron, get.
I'm not going to say outstanding, but can see where the best
Wait,
team is.
there we go, Burton the winning, Burton.
Picking players to suit a formation and style is something we haven't had in a gaffer for years.
Yeah, because there's a guy called Darren Moore who's now at Sheffield Wednesday.
Such a short space of time. We're actually playing well. Players like Nakamba, McGinn and Ming seem to be so much better than they have been recently. Have you noticed that, Robbie? There just seems to be a bit of a lift.
Not much, because by the time he went to them, they were mere enough relegated at that point.
To be honest with you, Jules, what he did for that football club. But Steven Gerrard, if he can get 2 wins from his first 2 games, what a start that would be.
Jacob Ramsey could be so
The two.
well. I know you know Julian from your work with England under 21s, but you just feel he's
Come on.
type of midfielder.
Definitely, someone that wants to learn. When you speak to him, you can see his eyes get wider.
Suchi Junior, Exeter have scored against Rochdale.
Definitely learn from Steven Gerrard.
Okay, loads of goals coming through to us. Wimbledon 1, Fleetwood 1 now. In the Scottish Cup, Ayr United 1, Albion Rovers 1, Civil Service Strollers 0, Peterhead 1. Remember, Civil Service down to 10 men.
Come on, Rochdale!
But 1, Hamilton 0. Maybe a big surprise there. Just as I looked out at Selhurst Park, an opportunity, was it, Rob? We'll come back to you in a second, Rob, in a second. Burton Albion 1, Doncaster 0. Thomas O'Connor after 55 minutes. But yes, another attack there at Selhurst Park. Just saying,
Not really. I don't call 1-0 a battering. I don't even have a clue because I checked a lot of scores today, so I'm not really gonna know.
He's on his heels. He's not anticipating, and it's Cash.
Yeah, we have.
Palace press and Darryl.
We've just seen
That's bogus.
in the National League team braving the elements out there, and there have been plenty of postponements.
We won our last game, which was literally last weekend.
National League North, Curzon, Ashton and Chester.
We basically, in the last 3 games, we've won 2 and drawn 1.
The referee had to move his car. This is ridiculous. There was also a brief stoppage in the first half.
Yeah. Last time I haven't lost in the league was the 23rd of October. Was the last time we lost in the league.
You don't get that in the Premier League, Darryl.
You get a bit of a mess at the moment.
And funnily enough, it was to Slough Town. And Wednesday have took the lead. It's Josh Windars. Hallelujah. Normal service has resumed.
A month ago, and then as recently as you said, as last weekend, the big Olympico between Lyon and Marseille being stopped.
And he's actually a decent player, is Josh Windars.
Dimitri Payet hitting him as well on the head, and I don't know. I think they were too soft from the beginning, and that's why you saw so many incidents when they should have been really tough.
Can't believe I watched 1 game at home and haven't won 5-2.
That
was actually quite a cracking game to watch.
and now that they're there, maybe we have more stupid fans than in other countries. I don't really know, but it's something has to stop because on the pitch this is the best season we've had maybe since the early 90s.
Yeah.
And this is ruining it all, which is a real.
It really
Come
is.
on.
In League 2, Rochdale 0, Exeter City 1, Exeter City lost against.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
In 20
Mackay! Ooh, thank the Lord! God bestowed us that took a while.
Now, Josh Windus, who got a late winner the other night for Sheffield Wednesday.
Put me now, it took a while. I would have. It would have been an embarrassment to draw to St Mirren.
Disallowed goal in Perth, I saw there, Stephen.
It is Kevin Nisbet for the second time as a goal disallowed. This time it's got nothing to do with him. Josh Dog, the young left back, gets himself to the byline.
Haven't ain't that shite. It's just the difference maker is a player getting sent off. It's a difference maker in the game.
Nisbet gets the better of Callum Booth and the goal is disallowed because of the Porteous foul, not because of Nisbet. Still 1-0 to St Johnstone.
Another goal in Scotland just coming through Hearts. 1-up against St Mirren. Gary Mackay, Stephen.
One of the things we see when new managers...
Yeah, because Slough in the league are 14th, Havens are 7th. So we're 7 points ahead of them in the league. So we should really be winning. But it's a cup game, so it doesn't really matter.
Stephen Gerrard has banned fizzy drinks, sauces,
Not really, because Havens' main focus is actually getting... Havens' main focus is getting promotion.
And he's also been given his own personal chef by Arsenal this season to help him eat better. So I wanted to know from you guys.
Yeah, and we know that after facing Charlton. You know what he can get you.
By a manager. Chris, I'm going to start with you.
Why do you think I look fat?
Bolton have equalised. Kachunga. Elias Kachunga has scored the goal with equaliser.
I always looked after myself.
Good player is Kachunga.
I don't get all this. You need a personal chef. I mean,
It's got one goal, and that was in like the first minute.
I mean, that's incredible, isn't it?
God forbid I don't drink beer anymore.
Nothing.
Imagine they did social media back in
Stop! Foul!
When did you last cook for yourself then, Chris?
Hey.
Well, last week actually.
Oh, what did you make?
Toast.
It's not cooking. Julian, what about the clubs you played at?
Hey, Havant players! Stop fouling and stop getting booked!
And then I got injured and it was pointed out to me how important being in shape was, so...
Your players, your keeper's saving you, and all you're doing is making it worse for him by conceding free kicks and getting booked. The keeper's keeping Havant in the game. Billing! They need to now get their billing sorted by getting it faxed.
Pep Guardiola had I think a strong stance on diet when he arrived at City, and some of the players.
Yep, quite bad.
Names here, but you know, were maybe not fully fit enough for Pep's liking, and he was not.
They used to be in the top flight, but that was when my dad was young. When they were. Hey, it's 3-0 Don. MK Dons against Morecambe. 3-0. 3-0 MK Dons.
Yeah, well. Right, Bolton 2, Cheltenham Town 2 now. Elias Kachunga after 58 minutes.
Come on.
In League 2 and ahead today, but down to 10 men. Godwin Manleaf been sent off after 63 minutes.
Scott.
It does look like Bournemouth are going back.
Come on, let's actually do something.
Philip Billing has scored again. He's having a good season for them. What about this in the Scottish Cup? Clydebank who had to reform a few years ago back in the third round for the first time in a long time. They're 2-0 up against Clyde now. You pointed that one out as well, Stephen, earlier on. Said maybe that's the surprise.
Hey, United are 2-1 up against Albion Rovers.
They're starting to climb the pyramid. They're two
Muffet, what in the Muffet?
Football league, effectively. Big crowd. I think they get between 12 and 1,500 people just for almost junior football. Junior, so a big day for them playing against Clyde, who are in.
Come on, happen.
2-0 up Clydebank. In League 1, Morecambe 0, MK Dons 3 now. Not a great result for Stephen Robinson's men so far. We mentioned Antonio Conte, so let's talk Spurs for a couple of minutes, but nothing happening in the Premier League right now as I glance down. Chris, what about that result during the week in the Conference League, losing to Moura late on, and Conte saying after the game, look, I'm not a magician. He's coming in. He's found out a lot about those players already. It's another poor match.
Why would...
For Dele Alli, we just can't get going either.
Yep, and Nantes have equalised against Lille. It's 1-1.
I think everybody realises the magnitude
Ballas has scored.
This is a club who have certainly lost its way. You know, got rid of Mourinho, brought him in to win a trophy, sacked him a couple of days before a League Cup final. Whether you like that or not, I thought that was the wrong thing to do. Brian Mason taking over, and then I mean, this season's been a complete mess. I didn't ever think that Nuno was the right fit for them. I do think Conte's the right fit, but getting a tune out of these players at this moment in time is really, really difficult. They're low on confidence. I think he'll get it right, but I mean, what is success for Spurs this season? Europa League place?
What does he need as well in January? What are the fans saying, Jules?
Well, Julius says, I have nothing but respect for Antonio Conte for the quote that he said the other day, saying that at this moment the level at Tottenham is not so high. He says it takes some guts to admit something.
Oh, Bradford have equalised. Away at Scunthorpe.
Accepting the obvious will be the first step in order to move forward. Jacob Knight says, I'm happy people aren't all against the idea of Conte being negative about the players in the press. The problem is that when Jose did it, he got so much abuse.
Oh no, I gotta wait and see. I'm not gonna get annoyed yet because we don't know who the goal scorer is.
Conte is being honest and truthful to everyone. No one in their right mind will think Spurs is a good and
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. Wow, I'm not saying anything.
Something that we're used to seeing from Antonio Conte.
I won't be. I wouldn't be.
We said it, I think that scared a little bit Manchester United when they were looking at him, because he speaks his mind up all the time, whether that's against the ownership, the president, the chairman, the referee, and his own team as well. And there was not going to be any different as Spurs.
Jansen Ogo has scored for Bradford.
Arriving halfway through the season, which he usually never does. The last time was in Barry when he started his career.
Oh, that's a
good. Understand now why he doesn't do it.
Hour 3, Bonnery Rose 0.
Whereas if he comes in the summer, you've got the whole pre-season.
No upset there on the cards.
Every 3 days, so it will take time, maybe more than we all thought he would be.
Thanks. When Conte said that after the game, he said, I'm not going to speak to the players now, I'm going to wait until tomorrow. That must have been a frightening sleep for most of those players, waiting for the next day.
I think what you take in the context as well is the late goal, Kane was on the pitch, Son was on the pitch, Eric Dyer was on the pitch, Shoiberg was on the pitch. So he made his changes. That was a strong team that conceded the goal. But just further to
Stop fouling, haven't shite. Get it, Rochdale. Get it, Rochdale. Fuck off, oh my shite.
Some of the players he's been linked with, was speaking to Julian about De Vrij and Brozovic about the Milan, potentially De Ligt and Chiesa.
I hate that. I hate him.
These guys want to play at the top end.
Well, get it, Rochdale. And Augsburg have scored in the 97th minute against Hertha Berlin to get a draw.
Luton Town won, Cardiff City won now. Luton have equalised there at Kenilworth Road. Bournemouth 2 up, but down. Jefferson Lerner has seen red there. Still 22 minutes left in that match. Scunthorpe won, Bradford won. Jansen Ogo has scored after 68 minutes.
Fucking shite. I hope you get crucified.
Rochdale have equalised, undefeated in the last 7 games. Robbie Stockdale's men. Rochdale won, Exeter City won, Max Taylor. And another goal for Jeff Brazier to tell us about at the racecourse grounds.
The Wrexham fans have come alive once again. They were getting rather frustrated. The fact that they've been playing against 10 men since the 10th minute of the match, they really hadn't created enough chances for their liking until a Wrexham corner swung in like a missile, met on the volley at the far post by Paul Mullin, getting his 10th goal in 14 games. Great record from him. Obviously, he was the top scorer in League 2 last season with Cambridge. They got promoted. He dropped down in the 5th tier. And he's doing wonderful things for Wrexham. They've gone close again. It's Wrexham 2, Bromley 0.
Paul. Yeah, but everyone would say that if Chesterfield were to win it, they would say you've only won it because Kabongo Shimanga scored all the goals, and that is true. But he scored 17 in 17.
Godalo on the long ball from non-defender. This at home especially, this is the kind of goals you cannot concede, and that's the reason why Lila 11th.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Madfielder 2-1 up. And here's the goal scorer, Reece Oates. Reece Oates has scored against Crawley. No, and it's Queen's. Yep. Some of the goals he scored actually were quite good. Watching highlights and stuff.
Still 0-0. Couple of changes there, including I think I saw Adama Traore coming on for Wolves.
Yeah, coming on for Trincao. Again, Wolves now have a little bit more
I just don't like man. I just don't like Mansfield full stop because they just don't like just a bunch of idiot people. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's. You never know. You never know. In January, he could move on. You never know. Because anything can happen in football. You could move on, and his career could get a lot better because he could go to a better team.
Without a few players, but Adama Traore.
He could do League One. He could work well at some team like Accrington or something like that, or just a lower base team. Yeah, League One. Oh, Accrington Stanley! Accrington Stanley! Please don't say Liverpool have just scored again.
It was a hard chance to convert, to be honest.
Thank God, because it don't make it 5.
A lot of teams are looking at him, and he's one you think, why has it not happened yet?
And it's 1-0 Accrington against Lincoln.
Surely that's going to go one way.
Yeah, I think his best opportunity to get into a top team is out of contract. I don't think he's reliable enough for someone to spend the money that Wolves would want. So him not signing.
Yep, and Bishop has just scored.
Yeah, he's just never hit the level of consistency needed to
be Bishop
considered a top performer.
At Selhurst Park, Chris's favourite, Odsonne Edouard coming on, Robbie.
Yeah,
they're 0-0.
Which is, a surprise because if you need a goal, you always look to Sahar, don't you?
Rotherham United.
Is he injured to Harvard?
Don't know. He's minted up. Eddie's on the bench as well. They've got options. Edouard has on as well. So they made a couple of changes.
Just a minute ago, didn't he, Robbie? It was like,
they play.
And then Villa went up, and I was just like,
Yeah, they're playing away at Oxford United.
Yeah, he should have had a hat trick. A brilliant ball again from Robertson, who's been magnificent.
Literally, there's hardly been any.
Have taken the foot off the gas a little bit in this.
Palace trying to get back into
the
game, but what's happened?
Here we go. Here we go. This will show you how bad Rotherham have been. Rotherham have had 14 shots in that entire game, 1 on target. Oxford United have had 3 shots on goal, 2 on target. And Rotherham still couldn't score with 14 shots. When you think one of them... Possessions 56 to 44.
Back to Selhurst Park though, here comes some replays I think, Robbie.
Just going to see it now.
Oh, is that a red?
Oh yeah. I don't think he's actually caught something. So he's...
But that's because, and it says that 6 of their shots have been blocked.
That's not a red card. I don't think.
Wow.
As he's going to block it, his foot's coming
down
and it lands on the...
Here we go. Douglas Luiz has just been sent off at Aston Villa.
Looks like he's going to overturn it, Rob. When they go to the monitors, VAR have said don't have a look at.
But
you think yellow, Peter? What do you
it looks like it's going to VAR because they're saying it might be overturned.
She's nowhere near the player, and the angle the referee had, he thinks he's caught him one. So it'll be interesting to see when he's had a second look to see what he actually does.
Well, he's coming back on the pitch now, Robbie. It's going to be. Is he rescinded it? Yes, he has. He said red card out, no longer red, giving him a yellow.
Yeah, they've just rescinded the red card and he's been... Yeah, they've just rescinded the red card and given him a yellow.
But then when you slow it down, so that's why it works.
No, Peter wasn't spot on, I was spot on.
And they got to they want to make a decision.
Oh, he's their main goal scorer.
Which is absolutely
Yeah.
Lost 15 to 10 as well, by the way, in Scotland, Harry Clark is sent off after 75
Woo!
minutes.
There we go. That's great news. Change the score. Wow.
Nice game. You want to swap shirts?
Getting Stephen Kingsley.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner.
Get in there. Yeah, my cousin won't be happy. My cousin won't be happy. If Wednesday were winning, they would have been 5th. You'd have been catch up on Rotherham with them slipping up. Oh, they would be like 2 points behind Rotherham. Yes. Hearts are going second in the league. Hearts will be going second in the league. Until tomorrow when Celtic beat Aberdeen. I haven't. Why have you took Evan's main striker and being on a bolt gun? Fucking hell. And you tried to do... And you stupid James Roberts. You can't even take a free kick. You took a free kick and it literally went over the head of everyone. What a prick. No, I don't know where he took it from on the pitch, so it could be anywhere and it just went over the head of everyone. They're not saying much. Usually they'll add context to it. Yeah, it just said set piece is straight over the head of the players. Just went straight over everyone. I don't know in which direction, but it just said straight over. Yeah. Oh my god. What? They went straight from that, from messed up a free kick, to then slough, and then how annoying is this? Slough and now went one-on-one with the keeper, but the keeper managed to get it. This keeper's keeping us in it. But this keeper is experienced because he does play for Cambridge United. This keeper does, so he got on loan.
Chris's selection today for the upset, and it's on Chris.
Yeah, I'm pleased for Jamie Watt, the manager of Banks OD.
Wow! Do you know, it says here on BBC BET Score, Chris Sutton made a prediction of which game he think might be the upset, and he's getting spot on at the moment because he predicted Banks OD to beat East 5. Yeah, thought, see, it's really hard to predict in the Scottish Cup what will happen. And funnily enough, he actually knows the manager of that team. So that's why he picked it. And it worked. Oh, so for the 2-0 up. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be fun because we got to go up against him next weekend, do Chesterfield. So this is going to be fun. Yeah, you'll be able to see how Kabongo Shamanga really plays.
And also in League 2, remember, Forest Green are down to 10 men, but are now 2-0 up against Bristol Rovers from the penalty spot. Jamwinga has scored again.
Jefferson, is that youngster on from Sheffield United? And it's 2-1 Wimbledon. Yeah, he's that player that scored for Sheffield United against Everton with his first touch.
At the end of last season, and Salford City 2, Oldham 0. Salford City actually drew with Bristol Rovers during the week. They had 9 men when they scored late on in that match, and they're 2-0 up against Oldham, who are managerless today. And it's Thomas Asante, who got the late equaliser during the week, has scored again.
Hello, Ollie. How are you doing? Nice. See it? Oh, that's nice. It's gone. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice support. I really appreciate that. That's what I love. There's a guy on here called Ollie who messaged on here and said, I love how I'm watching your watch along of the watch along. Hey bro, I'm an Arsenal fan, but I also support Fleetwood Town. And that's why I thought that's nice, because I put on there, come in the chat, tell me who you support, and then tell me how your team's on your season, because then it gives a bit of interest, then we can see what different supporters we get. And Lothian Thistle have scored against Edinburgh City. 2-1. They're back in it.
Very different. Look like they believe that they can win this game, and you can hear the fans, they're cheering him on.
So if you guys want to put any questions in the chat, I'm happy to answer any questions in the chat if anybody wants to put anything.
I think who is it down the left?
Which game are you watching, Chris?
Yeah, what is your game, Chris?
I think it's Soulless. He's come on
Soulless. Yeah, he's coming down the left and he's great.
Yeovil have equalised. And Dover Athletic.
Soulless, that player Daniel Farker really topped up at the start of the season, Chris. Not really happened.
Talked about him being one of the best prospects.
And Aula are 4-0 up against. Oh, Blackburn! Birmingham have scored against Blackpool. Jukovic.
And Lucas Rook has actually looked like he's done quite well. The glances I've had at the
Jukovic.
this afternoon, but they've got to take them. They need 3 points.
They do, but another 3 points, Chris. That would be 3 in a row, of course. Wimbledon ahead at Plough Lane against managerless Fleetwood. It's 2-1 there. Sterling Albion are cruising against Tranent Junior.
So if you guys are in here and tell me who you support, any team, tell me how your team is doing this season. It would be interesting to see what your thoughts are. And it would be a good conversation starters. There we go. And Morton have scored against Inverness Caledonian Thistle. Or if you want to go schooling term, ICT. Because I always used to use.
Ball comes across him, he whips it for that far corner, but a comfortable two-handed save from Martinez.
Come on, Portsmouth. I want Portsmouth to win because I've got a couple of friends who are Portsmouth fans, so that's why. So for this. Wow. Wow. Morecambe are absolutely getting cream crackered. It is MK Dons 4.
This weekend, still Sheffield United with Paul Heckingbottom in charge. They take on Bristol City tomorrow. And then
O'Reilly has just scored.
Derby, who are fighting at 21 points deducted, and they've got it all to do.
Wow. And that's. They're both down. They're both. Oh, it's Matt O'Reilly. His name is.
Wayne Rooney, what a job he's doing there.
Let me have a look at some. What I'll do is see if I can get some scores up and look at some statistics. Oh, it's a goal for Hibs! Hibs have just scored! Kevin Nesbitt. Yeah. Oh, Godden has just scored for Coventry. Comeback is on. I'm going to quickly have a look and see how Portsmouth is getting on. See how their stats are going around. So the other one that you need to check them there. I think they're 0-0. They're the only other 0-0 in the league. Let's see some stats, see how it's getting on. So we can see if it's an end-to-end game. Wow, Portsmouth have had 10 shots, 4 on target. Gillingham have had 8 shots, 2 on target. So it's end-to-end with Portsmouth having nearly 60% possession. And Gillingham have had 40. Seems to be not your day.
Try his best they can, which they're doing for the manager.
They need a buyer as well to get this sorted out.
They're getting so much credit. He's getting so much
Do you know
credit,
it?
though, Robbie, with Rooney. Harvey Davis says, what a job Rooney's
No.
doing at Derby, by the way. Don't think he's got the credit he deserves.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is? Do you know if they ended it like that? Because of the time it's finished, the result will still stand. Because it has to be after a certain minute and then the result stands if he gets called off. I think it's after the 70th minute.
Do you know what? My head's gone because if we've equalised, Macclesfield 2-2, but then on our Twitter it's got Neil Dans with his hat trick, but it's got Northwich Sleeve. Let's try and clarify this.
The guy's getting. Robbie Savage is getting stressed. Robbie Savage is getting stressed.
We'll try and find out. Let's go to James Green. Go on, James.
Can I ring somebody?
I did say your name 3 times, by the way, in that derby.
Wow. Here we go. We're going to listen. We're going to see some bits about AFC Wimbledon.
Sorry, struggling to hear you. Aldershot Town have taken the lead.
Aldershot Town.
Cross the ball in. There was Alfie Whittingham, son of Portsmouth legend Guy Whittingham, to head home.
Guy Whittingham.
A deserved 1-0 second half lead. The first half was really poor quality. The weather and the conditions haven't.
Oh, Swindon Down have equalised.
Take a deserved lead. 1-0.
Northwich, Victoria. Their Twitter is saying it's 3-2 to Macclesfield.
My Twitter blog is getting sacked.
Can you get your head back in the game now, right? You're winning. You're
It sounds like he's happy now.
Wimbledon 2, Fleetwood 2, Callum Johnson 6 minutes to go. Swindon Town, Bengara's men have equalised against Harrogate Town with 7 minutes to go through Jack Payne from the penalty spot. Another goal shout from Stephen Craig in McDermott Park.
Hibs have turned it around.
Hibs are 2-1 up.
People always say, why does Scott Allen not play often enough? He turns and twists.
Who scored? Who scored? Wow.
Across the goal, Jack Ross.
Yeah, not popped up yet because on their I like seeing reactions what they do because they go absolutely mental.
And what a turnaround to McDermott Park. Hibs lead by 2 goals to 1.
Biddy Printer says Jamie Murphy. You never know. 4 minutes to go in that game. Jamie Murphy.
I know because I'm just checking some. It was
5 games in a row. Stephen was saying earlier on, Jack Ross would be under some pressure if they didn't stop that run. They were brilliant against Rangers in the cup last weekend. Then they lost.
They got a really. John McGinn.
That's what he's doing, McGinn. It's a wonderful.
There's only one.
He's just standing in the middle of the goal.
What? No, man. Wow. How have they managed to get him playing football again? You know, for Macclesfield, they've actually got ex-Football League player Neil Dans in their team. That guy used to play for Crystal Palace.
For Steven Gerrard, though, isn't it? This is just what Villa needed. 5 defeats in a row. He's come into the club. Looks like it's 2 wins in a row now, Rob.
Absolutely wonderful finish. I tell you what, they've been up against it. He's made substitutions, Steven Gerrard, and they've worked. It's wonderful from McGinn.
What about that angle just coming through? Started outside the post. Absolutely fantastic.
Here we go. Let's see what other goals are going to be coming. I'm flying in. Aston Villa 2-0 up. Queen's Park down to 10 men.
Well, 1 trophy out of 9, probably not.
I'm looking to when Chris has to interview Steven Gerrard. I'm really looking forward.
Well, I think we're doing Norwich Villa together. I think in a couple of weeks, aren't we?
5-0 our against Bonnyrigg Rose. 5-0.
In the Premier League.
Yeah, you know, the perfect start for Steven Gerrard. I wasn't surprised. I don't think any of us were greatly surprised to see him go down to a club of Villa's stature, and it's all about getting a reaction out of the players, and he's certainly got that. It's a brilliant start.
What a goal! Yeah, what a goal! On the other side of it, I guess Van Bronckhorst in. Stephen, you were watching Rangers during the week. Good start against Sparta Prague, through to the Europa League new playoff round.
I think the win was more important than the performance. You take a new job, Dal. You just want to try and get that first.
Is it going to be?
Into the Europa League beyond Christmas.
Here we go.
He played particularly well at times. At times he sat off the game, but ultimately he's going to want to try and change things as he moves along. So good appointment. Ticks all the boxes. Fans love it.
And besides that, Rangers could draw next, as you know, Borussia Dortmund won today, top of the Bundesliga. That calibre of team, they might have to beat. Well, they're going to have to beat to get through to the last 16. The draw, of course, is going to be tough. Whichever way you look at, teams dropping down from the Champions League. Chris, this is not your game, by the way. Head in hands, though. Julian, it was another opportunity for Norwich.
Yeah, Kieran Dowell puts the ball in from wide left. Great pass or cross even, but Pookie again. It's a hard chance to convert from edge of the box. Chris will know better than me, but he's running forward. He's sliding towards the penalty spot, and he's trying to convert on the full.
He won't know better than you, Julian.
Joe, a couple of minutes ago, Wolves had a half shout for a penalty.
No, not really. You could. I was hoping, yeah. But again, he was a wayward shot, and Max Adams was well to close the shot down, and there was contact. But as a defender, ex-defender, I would have been fuming if that was given again.
Yeah.
The last Villa manager, by the way, to come in and win their first 2 games in charge, John Gregory, 24 years ago. What a lift this could be. Crystal Palace trying to get back into it, Robbie, but it's 2-0 and it looks so good for the visitors. Man City next during the week. Gerrard against Pep. Liverpool round the corner. That's at Villa Park.
Tell you what, they're having a fantastic. They have been very good, and I tell you what, he's made some good changes today.
Solid, don't they?
Yeah, been solid, as Julian says. They've been dangerous on the counter. They were so quick to pressure. Palace didn't have a shot in the first half. They got the goal from a set piece, Villa, where Patrick Vieira said, great, as you've said. And then he's made a few changes, sat back, as Julian says, strong. And then that goal on the counter attack from McGinn was brilliant. And Stevens, Gary McAllister as well there, fantastic guy. He's got a good team around him.
Great guy, Gary. Used to work with us, Robbie.
Stockport are 4-0 up. Stockport are 4-0 up. Crankshaw again.
Some tough games ahead. Chelsea there as well, but Chris, in all seriousness, you know about the importance of the coaches too, Steven Gerrard. Michael Beale really actually the one maybe behind the scenes that takes the training, is sort of a deep thinker and sorts out a lot for him.
Yeah, they're a really good team, aren't they? I mean, Michael Beale, you know, takes the training. You know, speaking to Stillian, you know, who's very close to what.
Oh, Torquay have got to go back 3-1.
On the players.
Players are liking Gerrard.
Yeah, absolutely, and really impressed with Beale. And they're a club now with confidence. They lost it a little bit at the end with Dean Smith, and you know, under Robbie on a tough sacking on Dean Smith. Yeah. But you know, they'll say they've got this right getting Gerrard in. They've had an impact.
Dumbarton have scored right at the end to send them through.
A real goal. Port Vale have lost the last couple of games under Darrell Clark, but they've beaten or going to beat Hartlepool United today. Hartlepool need to get a manager, and that's going to be a 5th defeat in a row. And as you can see, coming through
Wigan!
Southampton 0. Chris, it's a bad day for the Saints.
Wigan have scored. Wigan have scored. At Holmes Park in the 90th minute, 2-1. Callum Lang.
Did they just not get this right today, and some, if you know what I mean, in terms of the selection?
It was a change of system, really, wasn't it? You could say
Rotherham could score, you never know.
You know, to go with 3 centre forwards at Anfield, and you know they went toe to toe with Liverpool, but that has its dangers. You know, Ralph Hasenhüttl very.
Oh, it's Torquay United 2. Halifax 3.
Last thing we need to see.
That's been sorted out. But he got it wrong. He made the change.
Get it, Poppy!
But Liverpool cruised in the second.
Get it, it's an own goal. We don't care. It's any goal's a goal.
You know, I said before the game, it's important that they had the 3 points and got the 3 points.
It's a brilliant response. You mentioned West Ham.
Wow, that sending off's has cost them.
Again today. Wigan, by the way, looked like they might have got a late winner against Plymouth. Crucial game in League One there. Callum Lang in the 90th minute.
Shrewsbury Town have scored in the 93rd minute to win against Charlton.
Yeah, you know, they haven't seen the replay, but you know, he's been down 3 times in the box. Ollie Watkins, you know, no penalty given. We're just going to see the replay now. He drives into
Ockinglet Talbot have knocked out Hamilton Academical.
No, don't think it's a penalty, John.
No. Maybe Gallagher's. No, none of them. Great contact in the ball.
Yeah.
I don't.
Palace got a corner.
I don't know.
It's going to be,
I don't know. I don't know.
Look on near post. It's a goal.
I'm not saying because I wasn't checking anything at any point. Kane has scored for Coventry.
At home, when you're 1-0 down, needing a goal. I know he's brought, you know, a few attacking players on.
In the 95th minute. Oh! 90th minute! Oh my god! How have we not scored? How haven't not equalised?
Gillingham 0, Portsmouth 1, also the 93rd minute. Pompey are on a great run, undefeated their last
How?
games. It's going to be 9 now in Shrewsbury 1.
Roberts drove down the wing, cuts inside, but his shot, his good effort is just wide. He's an older fucking hard work and still misses. Ah, James Roberts. We relied too much on that boy. We relied too much on him to save us out of jail all the time. Full time, Rochdale 1, Exeter 1.
You know, mechanic, it's 4-3. 4-3 Macclesfield to the National League and to Sam Homewood. What's blow the whistle?
Rotherham, Carlisle.
It's been since
Full time.
won 2 home games in a row, and they were hoping
Full time, Oxford United 0, Rotherham United 0.
90th minute has just given Barnet a 2-1 lead. Things aren't looking good. There's 33 minutes left.
That one has got to be the most appalling result I've ever seen. How could you be so dominant in a game and not win? How? It just beggars belief. How many shots did they have? 15, only 1 on target. That is a shocker.
Chris Wilder in the Championship. Port Vale back to winning ways. 2-0 against Hartlepool United in Scottish Cup. Ayr United have knocked out Albion Rovers. Carlisle, no wins in their last 12 games. Keith Millen in charge.
Oh, was that the chance? Was that the chance?
Against Walsall through Tristan Abrahams. 2 minutes to go there. Dumbarton have scored against Sophie Juniors. They are going through in the Scottish Cup. Big win for MK Dons on the road at Morecambe at the Globe Arena. In the Championship, Birmingham 1, Blackpool 0. Neil Critchley signed a new contract recently. Blackpool will try and get back to winning ways next time. Gillingham 0, Pompey 1. Pompey flying all of a sudden.
Way, Willstone have scored against Stockport, but it's not going to do enough. Red card, and who is that for? Red card in the Hearts versus St Mirren game, and St Mirren are down to 10 men.
For Crystal Palace, still a minute and a half to go. They've got one back.
Oh, wow, still, yeah, as you say,
have to go. The ball's on the right.
Crystal Palace have scored. Game on.
And I'm not sure if it's an own goal. Is it Gay who's got the goal, the final touch?
Let's have a look. It's just coming back through now.
Game on. Right at the end. Mark Guay.
2-1. Gay just gets a toe to it. Wow.
You just never know because there's still a
A
minute
minute
to
to go.
Well, could be a grandstand finish there.
Oh, this is so tense.
Is it done there, Julie?
Yeah, done. 0-0. It seemed like no teams, both teams, sorry, were playing much towards the end. They didn't use Adama Traore. He picked up some strange positions when he played in the middle of the pitch where obviously his strengths are out wide when he can run at players. But yeah, 0-0. Both teams relatively happy. As I said, it didn't look like either was playing to win towards the end.
Clyde back through in the Scottish Cup. Surprise there, beating Clyde by 2 goals nil in League One. Shrewsbury 1, Charlton 0 is a first defeat for Johnny Jackson in league terms. In Scottish Cup, third round as well. Kelty Hearts Montrose 0-0, so that's going to go to a replay. Swansea 2, Reading 3. They needed 3 points today. Started today in 21st place, but have got all 3 points. Velko Paunovic's men. Peter will be happy. Northampton 1, Leyton Orient 0, and there's just a minute to go, less than a minute to go now at Selhurst Park.
They've done well. They've conceded, but they've just
Come on, do something, man.
Brilliant play. They're just going to keep in the corner. Very professional. They've got a throw in now, Palace, but it's
Full time. Having a Waterlooville 0. Slough 1. Having been knocked out of the AF Trophy at the first round stage for the first time in their history.
Salford City on a better run now under Gary Bowyer. 2-0 winners against Oldham. It was a victory.
Fucking Paul Rooney should never play for this club again.
One Cardiff City 2. Looking down, Robic still in the corner. Aston Villa seeing this one out well.
Good play.
In League One.
And there's the final whistle. Stephen Gerrard, 2 from 2. He shakes Patrick Vieira's and 2 legends of the game.
Guys, I'm going to do full time in all the results. The games are all over. I'm going to stop the stream in a minute so that I can get on and get ready for another stream that I'm going to do. Because I feel I'm going to do my first game of this season, of the Bundesliga season. I am going to be doing Bayern Munich versus Arminia Bielefeld in the Bundesliga. I thought it'll be an entertaining game. I'll give it a go. So, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in about half an hour for Bayern Munich versus Arminia Bielefeld in the Bundesliga. Like, sub, and subscribe. Blue is the color, and peace.